Hello, friends. Good day to you wheresoever you are today, Saturday, November, whatever, year 2016. For those who shall be watching me for the first time, my name is Toyisola Ilori. On Facebook, I'm Ajoke Adeomo. I thank God for today. I thank God for you and for me. I thank God for life. I thank God for the opportunity to always come to your space and indeed for the opportunity of you to be able to watch me. HRM, aren't you in Elisha with Brother Larry? Ekwabashio. Mungbo, I dey answer you, HRM. What's up? Olabode, how are you? How's everything? I thank everybody that's going to watch me live. Sincerely, I thank all those who are also going to watch this much after. Always and always. But for you, I am nothing. Thank you all for being always there for me. Like I said to those who will be watching me for the first time, my name is Toyisola Ilori, and on Facebook I am Ajoke Adeomo. Today I'll just start off like this. Bamidodle Shoyo Ye, I see you and I thank you for being here. I sleep on the floor in my room. My two girls sleep on my bed. They practically disposed me of my space, so to say. Many times I've had people say, but why don't you just chase them? When I tell friends that my girls have taken over my bed and things like that, they tell me, tell them to go to their room now. What's wrong with you? Why can't you say it? And every time I've always laughed because it seems as if I can't make people understand that I like the idea of my kids take over my space. Sister Nike, how are you? Have you been able to talk to Daddy? I told him, Shad, that you were trying to call him because right now he's with Jericho, he's not with me. Anyway, like I said, I sleep on the floor in my room. My girls have their room, they have their beds, they have their everything, but they just came to my room and they took over my bed. We used to like all cramped together in the queen size thing, but after a while I found that was a bit discomforting, so I started sleeping on the floor. And like I said, many times people will go like I say to a friend, oh, my kids have taken over my bed, and they say, tell them to go to their room, chase them to go to their space. I just laugh and say, no, I can't do it. It's okay for them to be there. I'll sleep on the floor. Now, growing up, I was born in 1965 and my parents divorced, I think, in 1971. I was barely 5 or 6 years old when my parents separated. And you see, that little exercise has taken me through so much. Stanik, it's better you stay with me and call him later. That little exercise of my parents' breakup, as I speak to you, still affects me. How do I mean? I just told you that I sleep on the floor because my kids have taken over my bed. I didn't have the luxury. Nobody would understand what it would have meant to me for me to go to my parents' room and get on their bed. Nobody would understand what it would mean for me to go into the kitchen while my mom is working, or cooking rather. She's making dodo, and as a kid, just pick one dodo and walk out and eat. Nobody would understand what it means for mom to say, don't you go do that? And I'm like, leave me alone. What we call oyo and things that the kids do to their parents now. Nobody would understand what it means for my mother to say, you are eating yam. And I'm like, I'm not eating yam, I'm eating rice. And get it. Nobody would understand. Those are little things. Very basic things that a child just wants to do is it to be spoiled, to be whatever. But you know, with stepmothers, you just could not get away with anything. And why did I have to grow up with stepmothers? I had 3 stepmothers in my life. And I had to grow up with 3 stepmothers because my mom and my dad were divorced in 1971. And because they divorced in 1971, as far as I know, as far as I felt, I was never loved since then. I didn't feel any parental love, so to say. My father tried, don't get me wrong, because we were left with my father. My father he did try. But you see, we women, we have our ayinipada to just always get what we want. Now, I will cite the example of my husband Kazim. His father too had like maybe 7 or 9 wives now. I can't really like remember. But you see, there is this particular woman there, Yashaki. If they have 5 drums that they're supposed to fill with water, 3 is empty, 2 still has water. Yashaki would not cook for Alaji. And when Alaji comes in, he will say, I want Kazim ulo pomi. They didn't fill the drums with water. For God's sake, what does this woman want to cook with 2 drums of water? But so that she gets them in trouble, she will not cook. And she will now say it's because there is no water in the house. That is polygamy for you. That is the stepmother for you. Uncle Niyi, how are you? Those were little things that now when our own children grew up, when this same Yashaki's children grew up, she was practically fetching the same water for our own children, or begging them, paying for water. The same water that she would tell Alaji, I want Kazimu, and Alaji was such a staunch man. No matter what time he came home, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., he gets this very long cane and he beats the hell out of these kids. I will cite an example in my own family. My last stepmother, she came, she was, wanting to do all this asoish thing with us. And we thought, oh, fine, this one will be different. So she had what she called tea time. That's between lunch and supper or dinner. For us to have snack in between. Nobody offered us that before anyway. So, one day, Wale, may soul rest in perfect peace, my youngest brother from my mom, from my dad, had 2 oranges instead of 1. And my precious stepmother stopped tea time that day because Wale took 2 oranges. Years down the line, I was already working in Lagos. I think I was even married by then. So I just went home. I went home. You can go and wake him up and ask him, Olushola Campbell. His grave is in Ijebu-Ode. Go and ask Alaji how he did with 8 or 7 or whatever number of wives. Anyway, so I went home, and one of my half-sisters, who happens to be, I think, the last kid of this stepmother, this same stepmother that canceled tea time because of 2 oranges. She bought a basket, 150 oranges, or whatever she called it. And my half-sister squeezed all 150 oranges to make 1 bottle of orange juice. So after the oranges were not, it was, the dry, I don't know, how do I explain that? It was a season that the thing wasn't like really watery, real dry thing. And my sister kept just going on. And it was like a spoon was coming off each orange. So when she finished the basket of oranges, I now asked her mom, I said, what's she trying to do? She said she's trying to, she's making orange juice. Natural orange juice. So I said, okay, what if she had eaten 6 oranges? Would I have given her exactly what she wanted? Then the mom went like, da 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 da. She just went on and on. I said, but do you ever remember that you canceled tea time because Wale took 2 oranges? Where am I going? I am saying that you just don't get away with anything with most stepmothers. Don't let me say all stepmothers, because some have sworn that their stepmothers were just the best. I don't believe I had any stepmother that was good or that would have treated me better than my mom. I don't think so. If my mom had been with my dad, I would have seen the better part of my mother. Which is really why me and Kazim break up hurts me the more. It's not more because of me. It is more because of my children. Like I said, I sleep on the floor for them. They sleep on my bed. Why am I comfortable with that? I recalled that when I was young, as much as I wanted to go to my parents' room, to climb into the bed, to just do what any kid will do, I didn't have that opportunity. Because as far back as 1971, I was born in 1965, my parents had gone their separate ways. So that it was just one woman after the other until we had this third one who's been there for 30-something years. And of course, with each of these stepmothers, it just never happened. It just never happened. That's what I said. I said some will say their stepmothers are good. Daddy Adegbiji says, my stepmom took good care of me and my siblings. I don't have that experience as far as I'm concerned, sir. I will tell you something today that is funny. Wale broke a cup, a glass cup, one day. And then I was there in the kitchen and my brother just took his feet and stepped into the broken glass. And I said, Wale, why did you do that? I was crying. I was more like a mom to my siblings. I became a mom a long time ago. And I asked him why he did that. And he said, Auntie Doyin, if I don't do it, she's going to report me for breaking this glass cup and Dad is going to beat me. And that the beating will be worse than whatever pain he will endure stepping on this glass. I was crying. I was crying that day because he's right. She would just have made it seem like innocently. Wale has broken all the cups in the house. All those are Yinike's. You see, Uncle Gabriel says my own stepmother was nothing but raw evil. Most stepmothers, honestly, you know how the day I used to even like fight and still say my stepmother or my stepmothers were good. Until my friend's mom, may her soul rest in peace, Banker's mother, told me, Doyin, Omoden share. In that house today, if the one spirit or one whatever, they say they should sacrifice a child. Do you think this same stepmother you think loves you would ever agree to have any of her own children sacrificed? I said, I don't think so. I said, I want you to know that no stepmother is good. Because at the end of the day, everybody is fighting for Omotie. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Pastor Adegbidi. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Sincerely and truly, I was a mom from my teenage years. I was age 14, 15 when my father went abroad. Okay, now listen good here. Talking about stepmothers. My father went on sabbatical. I was, I think, age 15. At 15, 16 years, I had graduated from secondary school. I left Our Ladies at age 15. And it was after then. I think I was in Oscars or retaking school side. I wasn't sure what was what. And my father had to go on sabbatical. My stepmother that was with us then had 2 kids. Guess what she did? She packed her clothes and baggages and her children. She said, and for that one whole year, she went to live with her own mother in Ibadan. Would my mother have left me at age 15 with 3 siblings that were 13, 11, and 9 years to care for 1 whole year? I did it. So that is why when my own children, Demi calls me girlfriend, she calls me Doyin, I just laugh. Hey babe, hey girlfriend. I'm happy she's able to do that with me. I had nobody to do that with. I'm happy my own children are able to play with me and relate with me the way I would have loved to play and relate with my parents. I didn't get that opportunity. That is why for someone like me, I'm always looking for love. People don't get it. Some would wonder, Kilo Birin, what is wrong with her? Why is it that love don't share? I just felt that I didn't have it growing up. Now look at me very good. You see, when they're talking divorce, people don't understand the effect that has on children. I come from a divorced home. And I'm telling you that up till today, it affected me. That is why if a bricklayer loves me, I'm likely to date that bricklayer and not date the billionaire who's giving me money. Because people don't understand that. I think what you don't ever have in your life is what you always want and strive to have. Up till tomorrow, I was 51 last month. My parents separating, divorcing, me not be the smallest of things. Sit down and put my feet on a chair. I won't be a lot of stepmother. Are you crazy? One my chair, it's either you are sitting on the carpet or something, or you just leave the place. My mom left some dishes because I know those dishes were my mother's, and I broke one of them one day. And my stepmother's grandmother that was with us, to my face, not behind me, said, Tibabe Ebade. Apologies to all non-speaking Yoruba folks. Tibabe Ebade, I will try and translate as much as I can. Tibabe Ebade, busekun sopoti fogo boy. And guess what my stepmother did? As soon as my father came in, she just did, no! And I thought it was drama. Maybe I was 13, 14 then. I was just looking at her like this. And of course, typically, my father took the cane again. And at some point, I was saying to my father, though that thing I broke is my mother's, I've been very rebellious. Because, you see, I became rebellious because I felt that I was being cheated. I said, that affected me. People see a strong Doyin, she will say anything, she's rebellious. I have been fighting decades ago. Why am I fighting? I have been fighting because I feel like, why am I being cheated? Why is this happening to me? Little things. A visitor will come, give my father a carton of milk, 96 things lower in a can of milk, in a pack of pig milk. And my stepmother's granny will take the milk, be giving her own great-grandkids. The third day after the milk has soured, she will now say, don't you say, after it's gone sour. Why am I saying this today? Man, woman, if there is anything you can do to hold your home because of your children, especially the men, please, okay, because most of us feel that the men make us to shiwahu, to misbehave, to do this or that. Whatever you can do to hold your homes because of your children, because you are listening to me today as a human being, please do it. Now, ladies, I'm not saying if the man is beating you and he's not feeding you and all of that, you should stay. No, don't stay. I prefer the way I am with my children now. Let them shit on my head. Let them climb my head. Let them climb my bed. Let me sleep on the floor. I prefer that to any stepmother using Omorogun to kick their head and bounce their whatever. That is why I'm saying today, gentlemen, if you are abusing your wife, begin to think about the effect of if you break up with her on the children. If you are not putting chop money down, but you are giving your mistress money, I will tell a very funny thing. If this friend is watching it, I'm sorry, I can't help her situation. I'm just going to say the truth as I know it. A couple of years ago, my friend's mother died. And her husband just gave her, I think he paid for his own clothes and he gave her maybe 10 or 20,000. And that same year, his girlfriend's father died. And this same man gave the girlfriend 150,000. And the girlfriend still took the money and flung it in his face and said, my father died. You are giving me 150,000. For what? And his wife, the mother died. And this man he bought his clothes, but he gave my friend 20 or some music. It wasn't up to 50,000, I remember very well. Gentlemen, when you divorce, when the home is broken, when these things happen, they have an effect that you would not understand, that you may not Get the full grasp of it, because at that point in time, the only thing that you see is your selfishness. That's all you see. Who will think that at 51 I'll still be saying that this thing has all this effect on me? People say that you talk too much, you are this, you are. These were just things that I just grew up into. I just grew up into all of this. I had to fight. I had to get mad. I was always hungry. That is why up till tomorrow, the person that probably will get the best of me, that would understand me, that would say, don't you, Leo, is the one that has shown me love and that has seen the other side of me. 51, they divorced in 71. How many years ago was that? And here I am still talking about it, 45 years ago. And I'm saying, up till tomorrow, I'm affected. I'm affected badly too. Because as far as I was concerned, I didn't grow up to be loved. I just didn't even get it. It wasn't there. And to the women, as much as you can endure, please so do. Now, what did Uncle Gabriel say? He said, are you saying you have given up on marriage? That's not what I'm discussing today. Leave me alone. I'm just saying that as much as I'm talking to people in matrimony now. I'm not talking about people or people that would want to go into it. You are in matrimony. Your home is shaky, is rocky, it's in far. You are looking at getting out, and the man, and gentlemen especially, I'm telling you, you will think it's nothing. Let her get lost. You are in love with somebody else, you are doing this, you are doing that. Think about your children. Whatever the woman, and you see, I continue to say it. With most women, they are whatever you give them. They are however you treat them. I'm not saying all, most. Now, if you will think like I am thinking today, if you would rationalize a little bit and say, if Doyin is saying, her parents divorcing in 71 affected her so badly that whatever success I've been able to record today, I give God all the glory. But you see, it just is not the same thing. It's never the same thing. Whatever you can do to hold your home, whatever you can do to ensure that you train your kids together. Not even training as in disciplining them. No. Love, 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 love. Please do. I have discovered, with me getting very close to my children in the last 2 years that I had my issues with Kazim, that if you love your children, if you show them nothing but love, they are likely, most likely, to turn out better than if you are, for instance, that disciplinarian that is backing or that is not even showing love. It is only love that would make me leave my bed and sleep on the floor for my children. It is only love that will make me be sleeping and my daughter will call me. They're supposed to walk home and say, Mom, I'm tired, I can't walk home. Do you mind coming to pick me up? And then I get up from sleep to go pick my child. Is your home just at the very tip end of breaking up? Ladies and gentlemen, if you can still salvage it, please try. Not because of yourselves, but because of your children. Especially the men that you have other women outside. These other women, I can never understand why any woman will see my own husband or somebody else's husband and be swearing love. Why don't you go and find a new carpenter and start off with? Ole nini. I don't care if you are watching me and you're my friend and you're a second wife. Ole nini. Dale daleru nini. Let these people, let them trade. Let them do what they have to do. The kids need to be brought up together in love. Watch the kids of couples that are together in love. Watch the kids of couples that are together not in love. The man comes in and all the kids scatter, they run around, they're afraid. And watch the ones that the dad comes in, somebody's jumping on the dad, somebody's doing this on the whatever, and watch them in life. Nobody wants to grow up bitter. At times I really believe I'm just so bitter and I'm still taking everything out on the whole world. The world didn't divorce my mother now. My parents divorced. But you see, I am just so used to being cantankerous that it's not like it is so right. At times I do some things and I'm like thinking, this is too much. But I just do it. Because I am used to being on the defensive. Why should anybody live the whole of our life being defensive? At what point would you even enjoy that kind of life? When you are permanently on the defensive, you are waiting. Because I am just used to it. And I am used to it because I grew up in an environment that wasn't loving. So I was used to always checkmating, always ready, always. That's not how to grow up. That's not how to be a good person. That's not how to even have a good character. I don't want my children to do any of the bad that I have been in terms of character, cantankerous, and all those other things. No, I want to have wholesome children. I want to have kids that they are just so well formed. They're just balanced. And I try. And that's all I ask of you today. This message is so short, so apt, so everything. All I'm asking you guys, you're single as a woman, do me a favor. You have kids. Don't make your boyfriend... No man, look at my face very well. I don't know the man that can take the place or go be above my children right now in my life. Me, no. My kids is not happening. But I have found and I have heard of some women, because they can't be alone, they can't be this, they can't be that. They kind of even treat their own kids. I've told the story of some half-sister that told me a story of, because of the man, the mother locks them up Friday till Monday morning. The man will not even be in my house. Lock my own children up. My own children. It's not possible. So please, you are single, you are alone, you feel this, you feel that. Don't take it out on your children. Love them. It may be tough, it may be rough. I don't take anything out on my kids. I don't know why. I've just been able to, maybe because I'm a victim of someone from a divorced home, have not been able, I don't take any of this out on my children. No. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, Pastor Adigbidi. I don't take anything out on my kids. I just believe that my responsibility, my first, second, up to whatever to them, is just to love them. If I make extra effort, because now it's a soul effort. Are you watching me today? Are you a single mom and you feel used, dumped, whatever, like I have felt? Now, don't take this out on your children. It's not their fault. It's not their fault their dad left. Love them even more than you would have loved them if you had the dad with you. Strive, make one thing your objective in life moving forward. Your kids must be wholesome. They must make it. Don't make any man, any porno, any money, any whatever. Don't make that your priority. Make your children your priority. When I met a governor, one of the governors, don't let me drop names now. When I met this governor years back, I was even still married then, and he was going to offer me something in Nigeria. And I said, sir, my children are young. Who would train them if I, because of money or whatever opposition, come home now? And the man told me that because I made that statement, he will forever respect me. That most women will jump at that opportunity to come home and make millions. But I said, my children. And it's true. My children, they come first. Because they must make it. They must be wholesome. They must just be. In fact, I don't want the world to know that they ever were trained by one person. Nope. You may be right, Uncle Gabriel. Just maybe. I may drop it if I get what I really need in terms of emotional fulfillment. But like right now, ladies, are you single? Are you by yourself? Are you like taking these things out on these kids? Please stop it. It's not their fault. The least you can do to them and for them right now is just to love them. And gentlemen, whatever is shacking you outside, whatsoever, always think about one thing: those children. Because you don't want them broken. You want them wholesome. Not for now, but for future sake. Thank you all who have watched me today. Please post this on your walls to spread this message. A lot of homes are shaky and everything now. I see you, I leave you, and I thank you for being there. A lot of people are going through all sorts. This might just be a saving grace for some home. I don't know. I have just spoken like I always do, using my experience and experiences in life. And of course, the experience of people that I know of. Divorce is not good. I never wanted it. I never dreamed. I never even thought it would happen to me. I could sincerely have been a second wife. Because growing up, I didn't even know to date. I dated married men. You know me, I say the truth. But when it was time for me to settle down, I was just so sure that I didn't want to be a second wife. Just like I keep writing every day on my wall that all the men available now, so to say, they have their own wives. And I'm thinking in my head, I don't want to go make another woman upset. I don't want to do what somebody has done to me to somebody else. It's not me. I don't see myself in that position. Olushola Campbell, don't be sorry I went through that. Those were the things that, you see, if I didn't go through what I went through, everything we go through in life just has a way of helping us much later. If I didn't go through my experiences, who knows if I wouldn't have been able to cope now. Kazim used to tell me that I'm sorry for you. If I leave you. But I'm sure that wherever Kazim is today, if he sees me and he sees his children, he will thank me for having taken good care of them. So if I wasn't prepared, so to say, who knows? If now, I would probably have been permanently on drugs, or I would just have been like bringing different men home, just doing all sorts of nonsense, which I really am not doing. I'm just able to cope. How? I do not know. People have asked me, don't you even make love? I don't even think about it. I just shut down my system. I don't think about it. It doesn't seem normal. Well, maybe to some. But I thank God that at least I'm able to shut down that system. Because that's something that would probably even have gotten some people to just like drag any man anywhere. I will not drag any man to my children, to my home, no. I will not do that to my kids. Because they must be wholesome. Give my words a thought. Give my words a thought, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to see if I can see what comments I may be able to like just work on, talk about. Okay, fighting decades ago with your left hand. Okay. All right. I thank you all for the wonderful messages that I read there. I thought there could be one or two that I can read out, like share experiences and so on, but it's all of like you all upholding and praying for me and talking about all these things. I appreciate you all. I'll be back on Wednesday, 2 p.m. Nigerian time, because tomorrow, Sunday, we're going to go back by 1 hour, I think. Yeah, it's going to be from Atlanta, it's going to be 6 hours instead of 5 hours to Nigeria. So we're looking at 2 p.m. Nigerian time from next week. Thank you, Ekami. Eunice, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank everybody. Pastor Adegbidi, thank you, sir, for watching me today. Uncle Gabriel Damilola, I see you, and happy birthday to my daughter. Aye, I know it's your magic. God bless you. Also, thank you to my friend, I think Lukman, right? Yeah. Happy birthday to you, I meant. Happy birthday to you, and God bless you. Have fun today. Sister Nikki, how are you doing, ma? Tutubo ni o, yeah. Nikki Adegoke, I don't know if you are still there. Itunu Oluwa Olade Ariyo, I can feel you. It is well. And Samuel, it is well. Kukboluyi Olatunde, you said Ajoke Adeeku Shehu. I thank you so very much. Olushola Campbell, thank you. Sunday Ajiboye, Ronke Makinde, Oremi Atata, how are you doing in London? Kukboluyi Olatunde, who else have I not called? Odayo Adewi. Niyi Morenigbade Motikiyin Lenkan Kuniyi Gbenga Oduola Boni o Boluwaji Bamidele Kayode, my friend, how are you doing? I thank you also very much for always being here. Olabode Badmos, everybody, HRM, eba mi ki okulari pe mo na ku nawo le o, eyin mama ada o. I thank everybody who has clicked in today. Please post this thing. Maybe somebody will pick a message. Maybe somebody will pick something. Maybe this will make a home. And let people see that whatever is still salvageable, they should please salvage. I will be back, like I said, on Wednesday. Thank you so very much. Eshe modupe sir, Pastor Adegbidi. Thank you so very much, sir. I appreciate you. God bless everybody. Bye-bye. And you all have a wonderful weekend.